All right, now this happened to me yesterday. I'm in the lobby of my building.
All fucked up.
This woman is coming out of the elevator with her little toddler.
All fucked up.
I'd say probably about, 12, 14 months old.
Right.
The toddler takes a tumble out of the elevator into the lobby.
Right.
And I just did the uh-oh thing.
Mm-hmm.
The mother looks up at me and shoots me the dirtiest look. Like I have somehow insulted her child or tried to scare her child.
Right.
And I wondered, what in the world did I do wrong there? Because I don't think I did anything wrong.
Well, I remember when my kids were little, we didn't like it when people overreacted to them falling, because then the kid might get upset and not try stuff as much. So, like, a lot of time, well, kids fall down, but it'll be a lot of people who come running over like, oh, are you all right? Yeah. And then that makes them think there's something wrong.
Yeah, then they freak out
with running and jumping, and they might start to cry and stuff like that. So that's probably where the woman was coming at. She would like to do her own parenting of her child.
Yeah, it wasn't any sort of, oh my God, a baby has fallen.
I don't know.
I just did a nice uh-oh. A very sing-songy, friendly uh-oh, Ron. That's all I did.
Well, what did you expect back for it?
I didn't expect her to give me a dirty look.
I didn't ask that. What did you expect back from the woman?
Maybe a smile where I'm acknowledging that her child has fallen.
Well, that's what I think she's trying not to do. She doesn't want the acknowledgement that that this isn't a normal thing. She wants the child to feel comfortable with himself. And do you believe that Fez gave a friendly uh-oh?
That's all I did, I swear.
I don't know.
You realize that you can't always read the way you've behaved? That you're kind of the worst judge?
I understand that I've had trouble with that in the past.
Oh, you know that some people see the reality differently from you.
It's happened, yes.
So, again, this situation doesn't make one bit of difference in any of our lives.
He probably shouldn't have said anything. So
you're saying he shouldn't have said anything?
So just, basically step over a fallen child.
No, but
step back.
You wait till he gets up. Yeah.
Just not even acknowledge that a baby's gone down. I'm human.
But why would you want to... let's suppose a woman drops a book. You want to yell uh-oh at her? Uh-oh.
That'd be great, though, if he did.
No, I was saying it to a toddler.
Right, but what gives you the right to get into a toddler's life that you wouldn't anyone else's?
Well, the toddler got up and looked at me, too. The toddler was right there in front of me. I was, through no fault of my own, in the scene.
Right. But I'm trying to say...
I was dragged into their lives because their toddler tumbled.
But, again... Take a step back, let people get off the elevator. The point was this. Would you have said that if a person fell down? Or you just feel like a toddler somehow belongs to all of us?
I kind of feel like, it takes a village. Babies, belong to all of us. We should all look out for kids.
Wrong. All right, so this is a very interesting thing for you. You got in a large, long-running beef with Eastside Dave about his children.
Mm-hmm.
And the way that you think that they should be raised. And it's all predicated on this Hillary Clinton thing. It takes a village.
Right, yeah.
Because they're a model family.
I offered Dave daycare money, yes.
If he did it the way that you wanted him to.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
Which wasn't an option, as we know, because he throws up all the time. You can't leave a child at daycare when they're ill.
So, again... a lot of times people would just like you to stay out of their lives.
Uh-huh.
I mean, that's true.
And that's not in a bad way, but on my own personal thing, I could do without people commenting on my life when I'm just walking around.
I don't
want anybody
when people are talking to me about anything about my kids.
Like if
I fucking brought my kid to Chop. He was wearing a little bear costume, which keeps him very warm. Pajamas underneath it. As I'm going in there, some guy smoking a cigarette goes, "What, no blanket?" It's cold out here. Fuck off.
For him. Good for him.
No, Fez, not good for him. The kid's fucking hot.
By the
already.
way, Dave, welcome to Philadelphia, where everybody
smoking away
is a moving, walking life critic.
I know, but I was like, okay, no, I don't have a blanket. I actually stopped and started arguing with the guy.
No blanket for the guy? By the way, McNabb's done.
Right.
Get rid of him. And why are we bringing back Iverson?
Yeah.
Here
people
is
don't want to be
Justin.
told.
You're on the Ron and Fez show.
Hey, morning, buddies. Yeah,
Yeah.
hey, Fezzy. I don't know why a mother alone would be concerned about a middle-aged shut-in with a secret talking to her kids. I don't get it either.
All I said was, uh-oh. That's all I said. I gave a little baby talk back to the baby. I didn't see where it warranted such a dirty look.
How about the fact that you're a stranger talking to this woman's child? She's probably uncomfortable with that. I don't want anyone talking to my kids who I don't know.
A lot of times, if a person is nice to your kid, right away it even puts in your mind, is this somebody you got to keep an eye on?
Oh, yeah. It's
and the media's done that to us.
It's
the
Mr.
media's
Harvey situation.
Yeah, and I mean, Fez, no offense, but, you know, the way you look, the way you carry yourself,
Single.
the way you live your life, you might be a little frightening to them. And again, what about this? Maybe the mother is in a bad mood. The kid falling down is the 15th fucking annoying thing that happened. And now she's got, uh-oh. She's just like, God,
Who are you?
fucking slow me down.
I was just being sweet and interactive.
That's not
That's
sweet.
all I was doing. I
You-
thought I was being actually polite.
I know, but you realize not everybody wants to be interactive all the time. One of the things that happens when we interact with each other is sometimes we get that not now thing. And you don't interact with adults.
No, not usually, but I mean, this was a nice thing that I thought I was doing. I didn't see where I was doing
But
anything
here's the
evil.
thing. You won't comment on adults, right?
Mm-hmm.
Why do you feel comfortable commenting on children?
Because an adult, it's like a reflex to acknowledge a child.
You don't see it as a little kid touchery?
I don't see it as kid touchery at all.
Oh, boy.
Not one bit.
It is, Mr. Harvey. Want some guy talking to my kids?
Well, let me say this, though. Here's the other fucking thing. You're upset now.
Mm-hmm.
You're angry. I'm sure if I went to her, she was angry, right?
Right.
Why don't you both drop it? Why is this even something to comment on? You want us to say some woman that we've never fucking met and we don't know her circumstances is a bad person.
Yes, please.
Yeah, there's no use in that. I know nothing about this. And I have to take your word for it. And in that case, how many times have I heard, hey, you got mad when somebody commented on your fucking eating food and what food you're eating.
Right. Yes.
Because that's your personal business.
Right.
The kid falling down was this woman's personal business. Who her children interact with is her personal business. The reality of it is we're all here. We all would like a little privacy. We're not going to get either one of them. You're going to be commenting on what you're eating? The other day I had to take a half a fucking chicken sandwich away from you.
Turkey.
Well, you're right. It was turkey. But with those really done well sweet onions.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds good.
Very tasty.
Well, that sounds good. You were eating it.
It was good.
You ate half of it.
Oh, boy.
David in Michigan, you're on Run Fez.
Hey, Ron, this is there was a classic story. I think it might have been one of those chicken soup for the soul bullshit books, but some guy was on the subway and his kids were pretty unruly and kind of, maybe bothering people a little bit, and the guy was just kind of not really paying attention, and somebody finally spoke up and said, hey, look, you need to control your kid. The guy kind of snapped to and looked around and just kind of, I'm really sorry. Their mother just passed away, and we just left the hospital. I'm kind of out of sorts, and you don't know what people's shit is. You got to just fucking mind your own business.
And not talk to any of the people in my building.
Well, don't
The
criticize
same
what
thing
the
I
kids
get
are doing.
criticized for by listeners.
No, but you don't really need to judge. Maybe the person, what he's saying is, maybe the look that you got from the woman had nothing to do with even what was going on by you saying, uh-oh. You have no idea. You're the one who's taking it personal.
Yeah, I'm taking it because I don't think I did anything wrong.
Maybe neither does she. How many times have people said to me, hey, are you upset about something? Because I'm thinking about something else. Well, you get it all the time, too. Because you don't always act outgoing. People are going, what's wrong, Fez? What's wrong? And you were just thinking about something different. You can't just go by a look and think that that is language. Yes, you pay attention to looks, but why are you still carrying this around a full 24 hours later?
Because that woman...
You pushed the kid down.
I didn't push the kid down. I never touched the kid. I didn't help the kid up either.
Well, the kid saw you.
Yes, the kid was at my feet.
Was he frightened? Is that why he fell?
No, he was that age where he's learning to walk, unsteady on his legs, and he went down. You know, he was tumbling back and forth, and then went down, plop, on his belly.
This is very interesting. I got a thing from me and Fez from our agent who's going to be in town. Would like to get together for dinner with our significant others.
All right.
And not you?
Huh?
And not
No,
you?
with us and our significant others.
Significant others. Significant others.
I'm going to have to find one for this dinner.
Take Fast Freddy.
Where does that even come from? You want to use HTG as a beard again? Lynn, you're on Run of Fez.
Yeah, I know you were just changing the subject, but what about,
Yes, I was.
Maybe Fez was just trying to minimize, the kids. Normally when kids fall, or not normally, but I've seen kids just start crying, and a lot of parents go, uh-oh, to kind of minimize it and go like, oh, it's just, you just fell, oh, well. So,
No.
I mean, maybe...
First of all, no one thought... Here's the weird thing about this. I, for one, don't think that Fez did anything wrong.
Thank you.
But to act like I'm still mad at some woman for not laughing at my uh-oh 24 hours later is ridiculous. It's just ridiculous that you hold on to this thing that you see as a slight, and I can guarantee you, I would not have brought back in. It's almost like people, they want to tell you about a bad waiter that they have, and then they want you to be mad. Oh, fucking this is not just small talk. It's small, annoying talk. Larry David, give it a fucking rest. Larry David is always seen as antisocial because he cannot fucking drop things. And I'll see you later. I notice, let me ask you something. I notice it doesn't seem like you're a fan of the uh-ohs. Right. I gave your kid an uh-oh when he fell down. You look like you were upset about it.
I would like to know.
No, I went like this. Uh-oh. Why didn't you ask her? What are you fucking asking us for that have nothing to do with this? You quietly went in past her, got into the elevator, and then were enraged by the time you got to 13B.
Oh, 13B.
Well, it's on the 14th floor, so it's actually 14.
Well,
Okay.
That's the last piece of info I needed.
It's he uses 14, but it's the 13th floor.
13th floor, but it's used 14.
You see what I'm saying? If you're so interested in what she had to say, why didn't you ask her?
I had to interpret it.
You didn't interpret it. You're asking us, do we agree with you?
Mm-hmm.
We don't have all the points. If you would have taken the moment to say, ma'am, it looks like you gave me a bad look there. Is it because I said, uh-oh, to your child? We could have heard, yeah, I don't like anybody talking to my kid. I don't like anyone interfering. Or I have pancreatic cancer. Or what are you talking about? I'm wearing a fucking Bluetooth right now, and I'm talking to my dentist.
Right.
We don't know what went on. But you got your personal lady lips. Like that superior lip thing that you do.
I feel I'm superior in this case to that woman.
All right, can I tell you something today? I've asked you many times to stop the OCD with the adjusting yourself.
Uh-huh.
You've done it 27 fucking times now. You've got me counting your crazy adjustment thing. I am now developing an OCD of going, he's doing it again. And I had it in my mind, how many times do I have to see it before I ask him to please doing it? We're going to have to do this show where we don't look at each other.
Someone should be on the couch.
And I know that I have my back. I'm going to move to the couch. I'm going to move to the couch.
But for the most part, I haven't even noticed it.
Uh-oh.
Well, I also feel like Fez was...
Hold on, I can still see him. That's better.
It's a lot better, right? It's comfy over there.
I'm going to give Fezzy another time. Something else that's annoying you, Fez. Give me some other little human thing that went on.
I got to think of one. Something else that's gone on in my life. Like that.
You were saying something about
Here's the
online.
interesting thing. This is a really good point. One thing yesterday, a woman gave him a dirty look. Is all that happened to him. So he's still fretting about it. He's still focused upon it. That maybe if you had some outside experiences, that one thing wouldn't play such a large role.
Right.
All right, here's one for you.
Uh-oh.
Online articles. You're reading an article online. They now all say more information after the jump. What the hell is the jump? The more information is like you scroll down 2 lines and there's the rest of the article. What is the jump thing? And why do I need instructions to find the rest of the article? I know to keep scrolling if I want to keep reading.
It's internet slang. It's just click on the link and read the rest of the article. If they place, that's like a blog thing. If you post entire articles, these blogs will be unreadable, and it's insane. After the jump is just slang. That's all it is. Just click on a link.
He's not a slang guy.
It makes no sense. There was one thing where it's like the answer after the jump.
Yeah, you jump into the whole article.
Yeah, but I wasn't hitting another link. I was just scrolling down, and that was the answer.
I know he's standing in his apartment jumping. He thinks he's going to jump and get the rest of it.
You're jumping to the next paragraph. It's just like a fun little phrase.
Then why not write it after every paragraph?
Because then you'd be overusing slang. You wouldn't say like the word, if I say that's cool, I wouldn't keep saying it.
Or dogs.
That is so cool. Whatley. That's
how
unbelievably
cutting
cool.
edge I am. I think the word cool is slang.
It's a useless piece of writing.
I like it, actually.
Peppers.
Whoa! How does it help?
Oh. No, you can't do an O for yourself.
It lets me know if I want more information, so it's there for me. If not, they can fuck off.
Because you don't know enough to scroll down.
Well, no, a jump is a link. It's not just scrolling down for more.
It's not always a link.
It's always a link. That's what it is. That's
No,
jump.
it's not.
Yes, it is.
Oh, this is ugly.
What is going on between you guys?
I don't know. It's just internet reading stuff.
They don't like each other. I'm going to find an article where it says jump. I will find one, Fez.
I thought you guys got along.
I don't think they do anymore.
Used to.
I don't think Pepper likes him.
Me neither.
All right, let's break here and break this up, all right? We're going to be right back after the jump. Ron and Fez Show. 866 Ron Zero Fez. 866 Ron Zero Fez.
Steven Singer Jewelers.
We've already just done the commercial break.
Yeah, but I screwed up today.
How'd you screw up?
I didn't count my papers correctly. I had 2 that I thought was 1.
All right, how many papers did you have altogether?
I had 4. I thought I had 3.
So counting to 4.
Was my big downfall today.
Well, can we do 2 of them in a row later?
Yeah, we can do that.
Yeah, why don't we do that instead of just coming right back in with it?
Okay.
We'll do it after the jump.
The jump doesn't exist.
Isn't there at least like a little break in the paragraph? Like sometimes there's a little ad?
Well, I mean, I haven't always seen it like that.
Because I used to always, tell my chick, would you keep reading after, you know what I mean? Like, she's like, yeah, I saw it, but I didn't see your name mentioned. Like, it's in there. There's they break it up sometimes with like a little ad in the middle.
Right.
Stop acting like it's the end of the world.
Yeah, you just have to go after the jump.
Well, they keep saying after the jump.
Yes, they keep coming after me. They keep trying.
Who's they?
Eastside Dave and Chris Stanley.
You don't believe they like you?
No, I know they don't like me.
Well, I like you, but
I love you,
I don't
Fez.
think Chris does.
I'm just saying, after the jump isn't a bad thing. It's just.
I'm saying it's an unnecessary thing.
It's making him look like an idiot right now in front of the world.
It's what they're trying to do.
Like that lady did to you yesterday.
Yeah, by giving me a dirty look like I was, like some horrible monster in the lobby of my own building.
You ought to stab her kid.
Her kid's the one who can't, get out of an elevator.
Oh, so her kid's stupid. By the way, when I went down to take a piss in our little lobby area there, classical music being played. Beautiful. And there's literally a page turner. A gentleman who's just sitting on the end of the bed and turning the page.
For what? For who?
I don't know who they are.
The rest of the
I don't know.
musicians?
Yeah.
That was like when Daniel Johnson came in here. I was his page turner.
You really were.
That was a very exciting day.
Yeah, that's when I called it the dumb leading the dumb.
Oh, come on. He's a genius.
Casper is having sex with the Wolfman. What are you upset about today, Fez? You didn't get to do all your live reads? Why don't you do them tomorrow? Just go back to sales and say, I don't have time today. I couldn't count
Just
right.
tell him you'll do them after the jump.
I don't think... See, that's what I'm
Oh.
upset about.
Pepper
The
said
lack
it.
of respect.
That was your voice.
And you're jumping on Pepper's bandwagon.
Pepper has a bandwagon?
Oh,
jump wagon.
That's got to be a big bandwagon, if you know what I'm saying.
Well, usually it's Dave's bandwagon, and Pepper just has his lips attached to it, to the back of it.
What?
But Pepper's leading the way today.
Do you have anybody that you feel good about here?
Just you.
All right.
You're my only friend
And I am a
in
great...
the world.
And that's because you never say this to me. Uh-oh. You were having a fun day there for a while until you got to the jump.
Right.
Up to that, you were having a good day. Now I see that, and you're internalizing it.
Well, it's like, I just think about things like, see, when one of these jump things happens, I start thinking of all the things of how Dave and Chris can't, don't like me and can't stand me and disrespect
All
me.
right, I'm going to give you one minute. I want you to come up with a top 10 list. Go ahead and write it down.
Oh, okay.
Write it down on the end of those things. And by the way, I will tell you this. They are happy that you didn't get to do all your live reads today. And if anything, shouldn't they be warning you about the live reads?
Yes, they should.
Don't let it get in the way of your list. Now, Dave and Pepper, did you know that Fez has just about had it with you?
No, I wasn't aware. I
didn't know it
didn't
was this
think
bad.
this jump thing was going to start a full-on controversy.
Why didn't you say this? Jump, that doesn't mean anything.
That's what I was saying.
You're running out of time here. And I see you've only written down 3 things.
I'm trying to think of more.
Yeah, well, you only have a minute. All right, running out of time here, Fez. So we'll go over this one at a time, all the things that Pepper and Dave do to ruin your life. You say they really do. They want to ruin your life.
Oh, of course they do. They conspire.
Are they trying
That's
to
what they do.
Are they trying to drive you off the air?
Absolutely.
Now look what they're playing.
Good song.
Fez is putting together
Since
his
when?
list.
I get up and nothing gets me down. You got it up.
What happened? The Cubs win? It's the only time this song plays. How's the new intern working out?
Very good.
She told me she would be willing to buy some East Long Island fruit and bring it back to me.
That's nice. I think she's a go-getter.
Very
Really
exciting.
good. Yeah.
All right, Fez, you're going to ask you to put down your pen.
All right.
All right, let's go over. Look how he threw it down like he could get in trouble for having the pen up.
Like it was Jeopardy.
All right, let's go over. And is this real or are you just fucking around?
No, these are all real.
Okay.
These are all real. The laughing in the office stops as soon as I walk in the door.
That's got nothing to do with you.
Now that is real?
That is absolutely real. Now, we'll all 3 be in the office together, right?
Yeah.
I'll go down to the kitchenette and get something to drink, come back. There's glass doors and glass windows so I can see in the office.
Right.
So there's Heckle and Jekyll just yucking it up. And as soon as I walk in, It's like a record scratch.
So let me do this one at a time. What would you rather happened?
I would like to know what was so funny. I'd like to be included in on the joke. It's like, hey, guess you missed it. Dave just said this thing, and it's a riot.
Here's the beauty. You're not only included in the joke, Fez, you are the joke. If they stop laughing the second you come back.
Right. And
they're laughing about things that you said or...
Yeah. Let me say this. One time before the show, me, Pepper, and Scruffy were laughing, and it was in the old 57th building, and Fez came into it and said, "Stop laughing like a bunch of hyenas. The show's on in a few minutes." Do you remember?
No.
That actually scared off the laughter. We thought, okay, if Fez comes around, he doesn't want us laughing before the show. So and Pepper, back me up on that one.
Yeah, that happened. It really did.
Of course, one's going to back up the other. Of course.
Pepper Hicks is not a liar.
All right.
He called us hyenas. And so we
felt bad.
We actually got, and actually it's because of respect that because he was mad at us.
So this happens after the show now, all the time?
No.
It wasn't just that I needed a few minutes before that one show?
Can I ask you a question? Why do you want to be one of the guys?
I just want to be respected by the guys.
Their respect is that they stop grab-assing when you come around.
That's actually the definition of respect. As soon as you come in, it's let's get to work. It's usually
Why does that surprise you?
Because it feels like they're laughing at me.
It's never about you. We have stupid jokes like Pepper tells me to take my cock out, and then I tell him, no, you take it out for me, and we think that's funny.
First of all,
but then
hey, first of all, you don't have to convince me.
Okay.
Take out your cock. No, you take it out. That's funny stuff.
Right.
Gold.
That's exactly why we all want Fez to
you're
hear
paranoid that they're laughing about you.
Yes, it makes me paranoid. That's what it does.
But at the other point, what would be maybe they are making jokes about you, but they're afraid when you show up. That's also respect.
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel like it. It doesn't feel polite. It doesn't feel nice or respectful.
It's only respect. Any way you look at it's respect, because either we're fucking around,
or they're afraid of you,
or we're doing what you say. I swear to God, in the Holy Bible and my children, that one time you said, "Stop laughing like a bunch of hyenas," and we remember that. And so when you come in, sometimes we stop laughing.
You're the only funny person who has stopped the laughter. That's something to be proud of. You make the room less funny. You are like the Mother Superior.
Yeah, well, but that's respect. People respected Mother Superior.
Mother Superior jumped the gun. Yeah. All right, what else you got?
Siren series. I know Chris Stanley takes a favoritism role towards Eastside Dave on who rings the bell first.
Again, I have to swear to my children, I'm winning those. I have better reflexes. I'm winning. No, I'm just saying.
You act like he's a fucking old retarded
I'm
lady.
winning those things. If we did a who can hit the bell on 3.
All right, let's do it. Ready?
Need a bell?
All right, and the only way that this works is hands at sides.
Where?
First of all, bell is down. Yeah.
Like that?
Bell and hand are on the sides. All right, ready? Ring the bell.
That was Fez, I think.
Oh, now he's trying to cover.
What?
He called it the way he saw it.
That's the point.
Ring the bell.
That was Dave.
Go back to your thing. Ring the bell. Who was it, Fez?
That was Dave.
Okay. You're calling it the same way as Pepper Hicks. And he gave it to you when you had it first. Go ahead and...
It's also my strategy. It's also my strategy.
Yeah, it's a shitty strategy.
Because it's not worked.
But why do you think he would pick Dave over you? Lack of respect?
Lack of respect? He likes Dave better than me.
But what would be wrong with him liking Dave more than you?
Well, when it moves into interfering with a competition.
I see.
This is crazy.
He takes his personal stuff in the competition.
I win those.
Okay.
I really do win. I am faster to the bell. Sometimes it hasn't worked out for me. I gave up 2 answers in the Star Wars competition because I rang too quickly.
But the main thing is you want to be one of the guys, right, Fez?
Well,
you want to be one of the fellas.
I think I would just not want the fellas to try to come after me when there's no reason to.
Well, before that, you said that they were just laughing on their own, and you'd like to be included in the jokes.
Yeah, I'd like to know what was so funny.
All right. We'll tell you. It's never clever. It's like, I have to fart, and we think that's funny.
We're retarded, to be completely honest.
We do like really.
You still don't believe him, Fez?
No, I'm not believing it.
All right, what else you got on the list?
There's a lot of times the phone rings in there, and I have to, Chris Stanley's answering it, I have to ask who it was on the office phone. I assume it's the office phone, it's for business, and I feel like information's being kept from me that I'll need to know, and I have to ask, who was it, what did that person want?
So when anyone talks on the phone, you want to get a summary of what was talked about?
If it's the office phone, yes. Yes, I feel like information's being kept from me.
And why would he?
That, I have no idea why.
If that is what it is, then I guess it's bad communication. If you want to know everything I'm talking about, no problem.
It sounds like if you want to know everything that's talked about on the phone, you need to answer the phone.
Okay, I can do that, but it's his phone ringing.
Then it would be his job. Do you think that Pepper's not doing his job?
No, I think he's doing his job.
Then you don't have to worry about it.
But I just feel like things are being kept from me.
Why would they be?
That's why I don't understand. It just adds to an air of paranoia.
Okay.
Holy shit. All right.
First of all, it's an air of paranoia, not an error. Although yours is turning into an error. But let's say when Dave is like on the show and he has a new character, I don't make him tell me everything he's doing when he's putting together his new character, nor do I even listen to it first. If it's over, I might go, that blows, don't do that to me again. But I want him to feel like he can create the character. If Hicks is booking somebody on the show, I don't need every fucking point of it. I'm going to have some amount of trust. If he's not getting his job done, then I'm going to say, look, it doesn't seem like you're the person for this job.
Okay.
So I don't want those guys to tell me each way. Matter of fact, they would be annoying me. Yeah. If every time fucking Dave or Pepper was on the phone, if they hung up and told me what their phone call was about, I would go fucking bananas. And I'd have to say, shut up. That would be like me walking down to Bladder across going like this. Got an idea of some show topics tomorrow. Think it really might get some people talking.
Oh, okay. Well, why don't you just do them?
Well,
why are you talking to me about them?
I wanted to bring up a bit. Would basketball be better without black people? Don't know whether it's going to work or not,
I don't
because
think it will. One
of the problems is so many blacks have played really good in the NBA, and it might bring. You know what? I'm going to call you at home tonight. I'm going to let you know.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying, your Fez?
I see what you're saying.
What am I saying? They should tell you what happened when you're not in the room, and tell you what phone calls were being done.
Yeah, tell me what's going on.
And if they think things, they should tell you.
Fez is Michael Corleone Godfather 2 when he grills Tom, and Tom's like, I have to tell you everything I turned down now? I think a lot of those things is Pepper just saying like, okay, there's another live read that's just been added. Okay. I mean, it's not really that big of a deal.
By the way, do you think Bladder would think that we stopped laughing when he came in?
Probably not.
Yeah, I think when the boss shows up, you stop your horsing around and you turn to the boss.
Absolutely. We always stop our laughter when one of those guys shows up.
When those guys shows up, we try to act like this. Thank God you're here. I was thinking of something professional. I was wondering how the numbers look on the whatever. What you guys think about so do we when you're not here. All right, what else is bothering you, Fez?
Let's see here. Just the little things that make me look silly. Playing the jump song when I had brought up the topic
All right,
of jump.
you just wrote that down
He didn't write that on paper.
You got nothing else, do you?
The only time they're nice to me is when I'm buying dinner and drinks.
That's not true.
I was at dinner and drinks. They weren't that nice to you.
I say hello every morning.
Sounds like you should be buying dinner and drinks more. Look at Dave. When I bought lunch the other day, he didn't even eat it with me. He put it in his fucking briefcase and ate it, he claims, at home.
Yeah, definitely. No, I claim. I did. And my wife
ever.
and my child. The one who has teeth, I should say.
All right, go ahead.
And the last one here is, they try to make me sound crazy with their little giggles. And even when I say something, I know I say crazy things sometimes. But when I say something that's not crazy, and they still try to do their little giggles to get a crazy thought going in the listeners' minds.
What was the time that you said something that wasn't crazy? I did.
I know. This is a perfect example of it when when we were going to do the fantasy football, and I said draft party, and Dave started giggling, acting like it was a ridiculous thing. There's no such thing as a draft party.
I never heard it.
You didn't do that on the air. That was something that we said.
Yeah, that was on the air.
Oh, was?
Yeah, that was totally on the air. I'm sure it was off the air, too.
I just had never heard of one, so it sounded nuts to me. I could be wrong.
All right,
that's not what you were saying that day. I could be wrong on this.
I just got another person in our league that said that they laughed too. That you said draft party.
It sounded funny to me that we're gonna have a party, just sitting around a computer drafting players.
I had never done it before either, but it happens.
What did you want the draft party to be? I mean, those things used to exist before there were computers.
Right.
The draft party.
Yeah.
Now we have computers.
Right, but they still happen.
Where? Does everybody take their computer to the draft party?
I don't know how it works. It sounds nuts.
Why did you want a draft party so much?
I think what I said was we were running, it was getting close to when we had to have the draft done, and I said we're not going to have time for a draft party. And there's Dave's giggle.
Ron was laughing too.
With him.
Oh, I'm laughing with.
Are you? Because you like fucking hyena.
Well, I don't know about the draft party.
Here's Sean in Alabama. You're on Fez.
Hey, Ron, I can't believe I'm about to say this, but it seems to me Fez needs to take a couple of weeks off and get Black Earl back in to give us some insight on everything.
What about that? You think you need time off, Fez?
No, I don't think so. Nope.
Here's Kaya. You're on Fez.
Hi, this message is for Fezzy. I totally love Fezzy, and I think you guys are picking on him and kind of driving him to take the Xanax, actually.
Well, we did ask him to take the Xanax.
It's the Ron and Fez show, not the Ron and Dave show. So I think Dave needs to respect Fezzy more. And
I do.
It has been said for years, anytime Fez thinks that he's ready, Dave can go back into producing.
Okay.
I've said that a million times.
Okay. Because I love Fezzy. I don't want to see him have a breakdown on air, you know? Yeah, so
everybody
that's all
agrees.
I want to say. Okay, that's all I wanted to say. Love you, Fezzy.
Thank you, Kaya.
Leader, you're on the Ron and Fez show.
Fez is losing control of the staff. Uh-oh.
What an idiot. You say that to babies.
Fez doesn't like me. Uh-oh.
And you were actually, the kid who fell down in the lobby cried less than you did at the Christmas party. That's weird. That's weird. You've done more crying to me than actually a baby who falls down. That's very strange when you think about it.
Fez isn't respected. Uh-oh.
Oh, brother. Broken record. And again,
Fez doesn't have a comeback. Uh-oh.
The record continues. Another day with a bad phone call.
Kevin Cincinnati, you're on Fez.
Hey, Fez, if you were back at the Nut Hut and you told them that everyone was talking about you, and when you came in a room you thought they were talking about you, they would never let you leave.
PennyStockChaser.com. They are incredible. They're doing the research on all these potential stocks.